All right, let's take a look at this before we let you go. A couple of quotes from a story that Jake Trotter did about the whole Baker Mayfield situation and how it went down. As one source put it, the way Odell Beckham, exited Cleveland poisoned the well for Mayfield with some of his teammates. Also in that same article, the Browns began looking for a Mayfield replacement following the 15-10 loss to the Steelers, and that's when the offense looked just not good. They quickly began exploring 15-10 potential replacements. Very interesting, the timeline, as well as, it seemed like something wasn't quite right all year, and we're starting to hear bits and pieces about what wasn't quite right.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense now, right? Remember we were wondering, did they give him a contract offer in that last offseason after he played well? And we weren't hearing anything back, and it makes sense now. They weren't really sold on him after that season for whatever reason. And this year, they took a chance, went out, gave him that fifth-year option, and then, he stunk it up, and they were like, okay, we might have to get rid of this dude, And then other things started to bubble up behind the scenes in that article. Players' trust in him really just went down the toilet. All those things. And then, look, in an NFL locker room, great athletes, filled with great athletes, they're going to value the other great, spectacular athletes, right? So just off proxy, based off of how talented Odell Beckham is, people have a ton of mutual respect for him, not just in the Browns locker room, but around the league in general. Like, he's one of the most well-respected dudes. He seems like he's a great teammate to have around. He's giving dudes shoes and all that. So, like, he has a great reputation. And once you feel like you've put once your quarterback has been in the position where he's been juxtaposed between a dude like that, and then he's Baker Mayfield, right? He's not Cam Newton, where Cam Newton's is like spectacular athlete too. People don't look at Baker Mayfield that same way, and you had to get rid of Odell for Baker. That's going to make people look at Baker like, okay, well, we got rid of Odell for you. How good are you going to be? And it didn't help that, he had the one good game against Cincinnati, but he followed that up with giving up 45 points straight unanswered. Remember that one against the Patriots? Like, that was a horrible one too. Like, you can name them, like the Patriots game, the Minnesota game, the Detroit game, both Pittsburgh games. These were disqualifying performances for a franchise quarterback, and they just kept mounting up on top of each other. And say what you want about the injuries, say what you want about all of these things. Aaron Rodgers has played injured before. I've never seen him look that bad. Drew Brees has played injured before. I've never seen him look that bad. Have you ever seen even a hobbled old Ben Roethlisberger had never looked that bad? Matter of fact, he beat Baker twice. Okay? So, like, franchise quarterbacks, they just don't, even if they're hurt, even if something's wrong, they're good enough mentally to be able to be serviceable at the end of the day. They might not be who they always were, but they can get away with certain things. Matt Ryan don't ever look that bad, right? But Baker Mayfield, he just ain't at that level. So when one thing's off with him, it goes. And that's not a good way to live at the quarterback position.